Welcome to Random Game Reviews. I've put together a spreadsheet of every game on the PlayStation Store, and I use a random number generator to tell me what game I have to review. Will this be the week I get to play a game I like? Let's find out. This week, the number generator has decided that I will play Broforce. Welcome to Broforce, the game where a ragtag team of beefcakes fight in the name of freedom the only way they know how: indiscriminate slaughter. This parody of an entire generation of action films takes everything that was already gratuitous about the genre and cranks it up to 11. Broforce has it all: explosions, flexing, gun violence, blood all over the place, war crimes, and bros. So many bros. Each bro in Broforce is a lovingly crafted copyright infringement from the 80s and 90s American action hero pantheon. You've got Bromando, Brobocop, Indiana Brones, Mr. Anderbro. Some of the bro puns work better than others. This is a retro side-scroller shooter, and each level follows a pretty simple formula. Drop in, fuck shit up, erect American flags on foreign soil, and chop her out while everything explodes behind you. To be concise, the point of the game is to kill lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of bad guys. You will be reminded of this when the game tallies up your wanton destruction for you at the end of each level. There will be no attempts at diplomacy. While the gameplay is pretty straightforward, things definitely get challenging later in the game as the chaos scales up. Most of the basic enemies die in one shot, but so do you. The ease with which you can be killed leads to a couple balance issues, such as dogs being one of the more difficult enemies to navigate in the early game, and I found falling rocks and booby traps more frequently forced me to reattempt levels a dozen times than any of the enemies that shoot at you. But the fun of the game is that with this many different characters, you can always try a different strategy. Each bro has ranged attacks, melee attacks, and a special attack, but they each have very different playstyles and signature moves influenced by the character they represent, and you can just tell how much fun the developers had putting them together. You'll get to try each one because when you die, you come back as a randomly selected bro, which earns Broforce the Random Game Review's randomness seal of approval. But not all bros are created equal. In fact, some of the bros are maybe too good. Allow me to introduce you to my best friend, Soldier. His special is supposed to just resurrect the dead to fight by your side, but I learned that it can stop him from dying if you press it fast enough. As a result, I cheesed several bosses by spamming attack and special at the same time until they relented. I have very few complaints about this game overall, and any minor complaint I do have didn't stop me from having fun. Broforce is challenging, but not in a way that makes you throw your controller through your television. And the levels are fun and fully destructible. I burrowed my way through a lot of sections using a method that I like to call gunneling. To complement the solid gameplay, Broforce looks really good. I'm a sucker for the 16-bit aesthetic regardless, but the developers made this game look a lot prettier than they needed to. The environments look great, the explosions and other effects are awesome, the characters are all easily distinguishable. All in all, it's a fantastic looking game, which I really enjoy considering how purposely dumb the game is. Every single second of Broforce is just meathead frat douche nonsense, and it's impossible to make fun of. How do you make fun of a game that is actively mocking itself? Broforce captures that tried and true movie and television trope that no problem is too big that it can't be solved by one lone American killing hundreds of people. And while the game absolutely pokes fun at action movie violent hypermasculinity, it also takes some shots at American might makes right foreign policy. Some of the mission descriptions are pretty barbed, like one that reads, "Unconfirmed reports have necessitated a preemptive strike." The Bush-era color-coded terror meter makes an appearance, and the threat level keeps climbing no matter how many temples you destroy in your attempt to liberate foreign nations from Satan. Satan! But keep in mind, the first thing the game greets you with is a screeching eagle with giant metal biceps, so it's not like Broforce is deep or anything. This game is fun to play on your own, but really shines when you play it on co-op, or bro-op if you will. The game allows for same room multiplayer, but if you find you are short on local bros in your area, Broforce's online co-op function is one of the better I've seen. When you start playing, you can set yourself up as an online host with the click of a button, allowing other bros from across the globe to join you whenever they feel like it. And likewise, you can join the online lobby to see who has games for you to join. I found that this game was more fun the more people you had to play with, so this kind of drop-in, drop-out style co-op makes it really easy to engage in some homicidal mania whenever the mood strikes. In summary, Broforce is a game that delivers on its promise. Bros? Check. Force? Big check. But this game isn't for everyone. Even though it's a parody of roided up action movie violence, Broforce is still the thing it's a parody of. This is a parade of guns, blood, and limbs getting blown all over the place. Basically, if your reaction to the first 10 seconds of this game isn't "fuck yeah," you'll probably want to play something else instead. It's time to answer the question, would I play this game if I wasn't destined to do so? And for Broforce, the answer is yes. It's a hard game to criticize because it's not trying to be anything it isn't. Broforce is violent, dumb, and fun. The excellent co-op system makes sure that you'll always have some bros to throw down with. It's a good-looking, well-put-together game. And the levels aren't super long, so it's a great game for the modern bro on the go. Hey, look at that! I got to review a game I enjoyed. I'm worried that anyone that comes to this channel just to watch me suffer might feel a little shortchanged, so join me next time and see if my joy turns to ashes in my mouth on random game reviews.